Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some more intriguing news going on today. We actually have two really big game press announcements going on throughout these next 24 hours that are basically being teased up as of right now. If you guys had not had a chance to go and see them, I'm going to go cover up that and cover up actually maybe potential news as of tomorrow. We've also had some pretty big drama when it comes to the Xbox Game Pass with kind of a continued story we covered up a few days ago, where basically people are not even able to go and access up their Xbox Game Pass games. And as well, one of the kind of the crazier stories in this video, there's also a store owner that basically had over $250,000 stolen from them, as well from gaming stuff too. So we have a lot of kind of little very kind of small stories to go cover all throughout today. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Samsung as well, links down below for the brand new SSDs. We have the Twitter and Twitch if you guys want to follow and sign up for that Webull and Coinbase down below. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Let's go and dive on into the actual video itself. So two major things when it comes to big gameplays and gameplay leaks too as well. So first and foremost, I'm sure you guys have been hearing about this kind of potential upcoming rumor when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077. So as you guys know, right now we are still waiting for that next proper gen, really good version of the PS5 and Xbox versions of Cyberpunk. So we've been seeing some little bits and pieces of rumors where we actually saw the PlayStation 5 cover basically put out as well when it comes on the website, and basically like a preemptive new art. We actually showed it up not too long ago. So that was kind of the very first sign of, well, if PlayStation's updating something after not really being updated for quite some time, probably means that there's something good going on. Part two is we also actually saw an updated listing in terms of all the coding, and also update as well hit the systems that was basically like a kind of somewhat leaked out system, because usually Cyberpunk only ever has like an update added in case there's going to actually be a proper update, if that makes sense. So with those two double whammies, we kind of knew that there was a PlayStation version coming. But as well, now the Xbox on top of that too is basically getting a lot more additional information when it comes to Cyberpunk. So you guys know, tomorrow, and it's kind of like the big, I would say somewhat big news. I always really like Cyberpunk myself. I actually would like to go and play it on next gen console. So basically saying, so Choom, how about a date? We'll talk about things, you know, you're in Preem. Let's meet tomorrow on February 15th. So tomorrow we'll probably be having a nice little proper press event going on, which I would assume, why would Cyberpunk be randomly streaming and talking about anything unless there was a reason for it? So we actually may have a video on this as of tomorrow in case you guys are still kind of in tune with Cyberpunk and you guys want to have all the details for it. I'm assuming probably the next gen updates with the Xbox and PS5 versions, as well as also maybe them finally initially announcing the very first DLC, because I actually know they were trying to work on one of those for a while, or at least some more major improvements as well. So that's one kind of really big gaming news too. But the part two is Resident Evil and Capcom have also been kind of doing some pretty big teasers and basically website countdowns and all of that. So there's some very suspicious activity going on as of right now with the Resident Evil portal. It seems that this was the reason why the staff around me weren't busy lately. There's something going on tomorrow as well at 4 p.m. So hope you all enjoy it. So if any of you guys are still waiting for more next-gen big gaming news, both, it looks like Resident Evil, I think a lot of the rumors are Resident Evil 4 being leaked and kind of being a remade version of it, as well as also slightly more like, you know, kind of cop to dates, and same thing with the Cyberpunk for the next-gen versions. So right now we have big countdowns, we have a lot of kind of gaming news and press kind of bringing it on up, and as well we also found out that Trisha Paytas is apparently pregnant, so we have a lot of random news all throughout the day. Some kind of more little quick Xbox news before the kind of big video topic of the video is that basically Xbox, as we kind of covered this news a little bit ago where a lot of folks are getting upset and basically just not able to actually go and utilize the crossfire operation, because that was apparently supposed to be a pure Xbox, like Xbox console itself, exclusive, you know, not for PC or PC Game Pass and all of that. So basically, as of right now, the Xbox Game Pass players, at least of like when it was earlier on today, still cannot even go and access the crossfire operation catalyst now, even after 4 days specifically launch, even though it was literally just for, you know, Xbox Game Pass subscribers. So this is supposed to be like I said, a nice perk. Like you're supposed to be able to go get this and utilize this and kind of have like a nice, like, hey, thanks for being a part of our program and spend the money for it. And even now, people still have not been able to go do it. First reviews have also had some very mediocre scores, very bad marketing, lots of negative feedback up on Reddit, and as well, a lot of folks still can't even go and access the game, which should have been included with their actual like Xbox Pass too as well. So it's kind of weird because a lot of these actually should have been good. These should have been good. And also thank you for the sub over there. If you guys ever have an Amazon Prime sub, feel free to go drop it up on my channel if you guys want to. So basically, like, there's kind of weird because there's a few separate packages and a few separate deals, and like you should have all been collectively included with it. But it's really strange because it just is not accessible and people literally can't even go and like play the game itself. So basically with all this stuff, you would be assuming if you have a good chance to go and be able to go play the game and you're paying the money for it, that you would be able to go and access it and be able to go and actually utilize the game that you're paying money for. So I do think a lot of folks, even though they've been kind of on the outrage side, both on Twitter, on Reddit, and other various platforms, are kind of rightfully kind of so, because at this point you're spending money that you can't even go and utilize. You can't even do anything with it. And while the devs are aware of it, and I'm sure a lot of folks over at Xbox are too as well, it just hasn't been going good. Like basically even the support team says they're getting an overwhelming amount of feedback from the community, and basically they were even like kind of owned up to it. We have inadvertently disappointed many of our players and fans. There is just simply no excuse for this hero. We will continue to be transparent and engage with you, our valued players, and hope to regain your trust again. Which I can actually probably agree with that too as well. Just a lot of this stuff in general, it's cool that you're working on it, but make it so people can actually utilize the game, you know what I mean? As well, we also have some kind of a funny story over here from Fox News, basically showing up that a thief went through and burst through an entire wall, basically to go and steal like $250,000 worth of Pokemon products. So we have a report over here basically saying for the last year and a half, everything Pokemon has been a huge hit with customers at Punch-Out Gaming in Forest Lake. If it says Pokemon on it, it sells. Pokemon is literally the hottest thing right now, and I'm sure you guys know we actually have 2 brand new Pokemon games too on top of that. So early Thursday morning, trading cards and games were flying off the shelves, but not in a good way, and caught on the gaming store surveillance cameras, a thief broke into a vacant store next to a Punch-Out Gaming and busted through the shared wall, and then they broke through the walls, crawled through, and took all the sealed products out there, said Johnson. So basically they had a chance to go and literally break through an entire literal wall, and then were able to go and then steal over $250,000 worth of Pokemon merchandise. So think like cards and boxes and booster boxes as well. So this person is quite literally breaking through a wall, crawling through the wall, taking the products, and basically just getting out of there. Now, I'm gonna try to make this super big for you guys, although it's still a little bit on the blurrier and kind of weird side, but Jesus Christ. When it comes to all this gaming stuff, like we hear about scalpers all the time, we hear about people everywhere, like it's just, this is how the world is. This is crazy now to go and see all of this like just put together. This is nuts. Like this is nuts. So this is over the basically a 2-hour period. They emptied out 2 entire storage rooms full of Pokemon products, but never actually opened the door that have tripped off the alarm system. So basically they're kind of like doing some covert ops, trying their best to get through anything they can, and basically go be a little sneaky and just make as much money as they can by stealing all the stuff. So basically with this one, after the inventory, after they checked it, they apparently made off of over $250,000 or $250,000 worth of merchandise. You must have had help because there were honestly a lot of boxes. I'm surprised there's not like a huge getaway car, or there's like a huge like, just big truck and like an armored SUV or something like that. So this gaming store is actually an 8-year-old store, and the thief has been a big hit to the family-owned business, because I'm sure even if they have the stuff insured, at the same time, like this could actually bump up their insurance rates, and it might even be hard for them to go get fair market value for all the Pokemon cards they lost. And also, here's a nice little picture that was apparently altered in case anyone's trying to go and figure out what they may look like, in case you guys maybe know who these people might be looking into in general. And also, some folks may have also been speculating it also might have been belonged to Team Rocket trying to go and steal some more Pikachu. The store owner goes and states, "I realized how much money, product, and time we put into it, and I just started crying. I can't recover this product because our distributors don't have any." So this is basically kind of like a big hit of scalpers, because since you can't even like order a lot of these things like Pokemon cards, this would be like the equivalent of like a mom and pop store getting hit by like a PS5 or Xbox in general, where it's just like, they're trying their best. They got like 10 consoles. They're trying to hook up the regulars and like the locals and stuff like that. And then someone steals it, and then they're trying their best to hit up Sony or Microsoft or anyone they can. And it's literally just almost impossible because just no one's selling the stuff. Like it's just more of a supply chain issue, just not making it and producing it. And as I'm sure you guys know, Pokemon cards are hit very heavily too as well with all these scalping issues. So basically, Forest Lake police are thankfully looking into the burglary and call the man seen in a surveillance photo video as a person of interest that detectives want to talk to. If you have information on the crime, tipsters can call Forest Lake police at that age, just the number if you guys want to as well. So while it does kind of stink, at least on the bright side, they do have a rough idea of who they're after, who they're trying to go and find, and it still stinks. Like this is a small mom and pop owned business, and losing $250,000 worth of product is never fun. So at least we have some cool stuff. We also have a confirmed restock going on. If you guys missed that video, go and check that out, or we'll talk about it tomorrow as well. But it does like we have some good, at least gaming news. Really cool news we'll have tomorrow for Cyberpunk. We had all the Horizon reviews, which we had a chance to go and cover too as well. And pretty much everything on top of this too. More Resident Evil news. We have all this other random weird Xbox drama. So at least we've had a little bit of gaming news. And hopefully tomorrow will be filled with even more generally fun stuff. So I just want to give you guys a big thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below if you guys want to follow. Sign up for Weeble, sign up for Coinbase, and deposit $100, get a bunch of free stack and free money. And I just appreciate you guys all so much for existing. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for some more brand new videos. Love you guys.